folks, and welcome to another episode right here on Revv Evolution's Technology. And on today's episode right here on Revv, we're talking about something which I'm almost certain you're going to be very familiar with. We're talking about handphone cases. And as you know, with the way handphones are nowadays in terms of pricing, they're very expensive. And you always want the best protection available out there for your handphone. And with the internet, there's really tons, and I really mean tons of cases that you can actually choose for your handphone. Some good, some really not reliable, and something which, offer basically no protection at all, okay? And as they always say, pictures can be very deceiving, and until you only open up your letterbox and see what you receive, you realize that, these are not things that you actually want to use to protect your phone. And that being said, we have the guys from Casetify who, they kind of dropped us a couple of samples for us to check out. So straight up, once again, this is, as I mentioned, they did give us 3 samples to check out. So I wouldn't call this really a review, but more of an infomercial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you as much information I can about the Casetify cases, so that at the end of it, you can actually decide for yourself if you want to go out there and grab one for yourself. All right. And for those of you not familiar with Casetify, well, they are probably one of the most popular tech accessory brands out there in the market. Okay, they come from the US. And in terms of what do they create? Well, they create accessories for not only Apple products like the iPhone, but also for certain cases for Samsung handphones, and also for Google Pixel models as well. Okay, and what I've learned about them is they have one of the most customizable cases, in the sense that you can actually choose designs and also the kind of pictures that you want on your cases, and also offering you some of the best designs in the markets and prints. And they also collaborate with a couple of artists, which means that you get those really specially designed cases out there. And in terms of what's available, well, they have entry-level cases from the most basic to some really expensive ones as well, offering you different levels of protection. Okay, and the cases come with a very proprietary protection, and it's called EcoShock. Okay, EcoShock technology to be exact. And it's used in what I'm going to show you in just a bit. It's called the bounce case. And on top of that, and one thing which I feel is very important when it comes to the handphone, because as you know, we use our hands basically a lot on our handphones. Sometimes we're eating food and everything else, and it gets a bit messy, and there's a lot of germs involved. And with the case of Casetify, they actually come with this protection. It's called Desensify, which is an antimicrobial coating on the covers, which I think is a really fantastic idea. Because you know that handphones, they actually did a research that handphones contain tons, and I really mean tons of germs on your handphone. All right, so that being said, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to walk through and give you a little demo about what the cases look like and the kind of protection that you get. All right, so out of the box, or in this case, out of the envelope, okay, Casetify sends you your brand new cases in this very cool looking envelope. I was impressed when I received it as well. Okay, when you pull it out, there's another level of surprises as well. Okay, in this case, it came with a ribbon, but this one kind of came off. It comes in a box. Okay, so I'm just going to put that aside. It comes with this in this very good and protective box to protect your cases when you open it up. In our case, Casetify actually sent us 3 different cases to kind of review or have a look at. Okay, so there's the bounce case, which I'll show in just a bit, and 2 others, the impact and the ultra impact. Okay, I'm gonna run that through in just a bit. And I think bottom line is what Casetify is trying to do is they're showing you that the kind of protection that you can get out of their cases. Okay, it's not like I said, it may be a bit pricey, but end of the day, let's talk about the value of your handphone and the data they have. Imagine, you have your handphone dropping from a height and it spoils and cracks. Okay, you're gonna spend even more money. So I think for me personally, I feel that it's always good to spend a bit more money for that extra protection, because end of the day, it's going to save you more money instead of getting a new handphone. And in the box, let me just quickly show you. I'll do it a little close up in just a bit. But these are the cases that Casetify sent me. And as I said, they offer you different levels of protection. Okay, there's the impact, there's the ultra impact, and the bounce. Okay, I'm going to take them out and show you the differences in just a bit. Okay, and all of these cases come with EcoShock technology, and EcoShock technology is, once again, is a proprietary system that Casetify has. Okay, in terms of offering you protection. Okay, they initially wanted to send me the iPhone 14 cases, but I only have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, which basically is almost similar to iPhone 14, okay, in terms of size. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my phone in and do a quick demo for you to show you how the phone fits and what kind of protection you're going to get out of it. All right, so but before we do that, once again, I'll also run through the different cases just to give you an idea about the kind of protection that you're going to get. Okay, I'll do that in just a bit. So let's start off with the cases first. All right, so let me just pull one out for you guys here. All right. Okay, as I said before, they come really beautifully packed, okay, and it's really worth the money that you're paying for. Okay, in this case, I'm just going to take one of the cases out. Okay, really cute design, I must say. Okay, as I said, they come in 3 different types of protection. We have the impact, the ultra impact, and also the bounce. And this is the ultra impact case. Okay, and I'm just going to take it out. Okay, well, as I said before, they come in a lot of protection. I'm going to pop my phone in, okay, just to give you an idea what it looks like. And you know what I really feel I kind of like about this is the fact that it takes a bit of effort to pop your phone in, which I think is good because you don't want your phone loosely fitting into your case. You want it really snugly fit, so you know that it's really tight in the end. As you can see, I've got my phone in. No, it really does feel solid. Material's really good, and of course, I'm not going to drop my phone, but I'm actually going to send you a link to the Casetify website so you can actually see some demonstrations. But yeah, I mean, overall, build quality is really good. And what I've been told in terms for the Ultra Impact case from Casetify is the fact that it takes actually up to 130 consecutive drops, okay, from an angle, okay, and it's also built for military grade standard, and it actually can drop from about 11.5 feet, which is something of course you don't want to do on your own phone as well, okay? So just to give you an idea, but really, as I said, the fit is really excellent. It's really nice and tight, okay? And what you're looking out for is protection on your phone. And I'm looking at it. One of the most part of the phone that really you might be worried about is your corners, and I can see that actually pressing on it, you can actually feel there's a bit of absorption coming out from the casing, which I think it's gonna protect your phone. So now that I've popped that out, so popping it out is it's gonna take a bit of effort as well, but as I said, it's a good thing, okay? You don't want your phone loosely fitting. And I'll give you guys a close-up on these cases as well. All right, so the next one I'm gonna pop out is the impact case. Okay, so let me just quickly grab it out of the box. Once again, as I said before, you can actually choose from tons, and I really mean tons of different designs. And I kind of like this one. I like colorful things, so I kind of chose this design. Okay, and this one. Okay, let me just take it out of the case here as well, and put my phone in, so give you guys a better idea about how it looks like. Okay, real quick. Okay, here we go. This case was made for you, definitely, for sure. All right, I'm gonna pop my phone in, and that's right. As I said before, it takes a bit of effort to get your handphone in, which is a good thing. All right, you don't want your phone loosely fitting. And same thing as well, we get that whole protection that you get from the Ultra Impact as well. And same as well with the Impact case, according to Casetify, it has survived 104 consecutive drops. And same thing as well, it has a military grade standard and allows you to drop from a height of 8.2 feet. Okay, something that you don't really want to try, but this is what Casetify is saying. And once again, build quality, definitely, in my opinion, it's definitely a whole lot better than something like this. All right, so as they say before, you get what you pay for. Okay, so in this case, I think with the build quality on the case, it really speaks volume, especially if you're looking for protection. And now let's move on to our last case. Okay, let me just put this aside. Okay, the last case that Casetify has introduced is the bounce case. Okay, it's something new in the market. It's got even more protection, okay, for your handphone. All right, so I'm gonna just show you a bit more about what I mean. So let me just pop it out. Okay, and this is what I chose for the bounce case. Okay, and you're probably wondering, why do they call it the bounce case? Okay, I'm gonna show you that in just a bit as well. Okay, let me just remove all this, pop my phone in. Okay, And I'll give you, as I said before, I'll give you guys a closer look at what the cases actually look like, so you have a better idea about why they are really that good. Okay, popped it in. Okay, so this is the bounce case. And straight away, when you look at the case itself, you can see the differences between the impact and the ultra impact. Okay, with the bounce case, you can actually see they have protruding edges. Okay, which hence the word bounce. Okay, so what it does is if I think maybe it's gravity, but whenever your phone falls, it always seems to fall in that direction. The case has been built in such that all four corners have been fitted with this bounce protection. Okay, or as Casetify calls it, eco-shock technology. And with the eco-shock technology, it can actually withstand a drop of up to 21.3 feet, which is a lot higher than the rest. We're talking about 4 times military grade standard. This is actually six times military grade standard. So which means that it actually is a whole lot tougher than the other two. Well, I think, in terms of what I can tell you about the cases, that's as much as I can do. To find out more about Casetify, you can actually visit their website to find out all the different types of customizations you can do and designs that's available for their phones, for their cases. Sorry. All right. Once again, it really is boiling down to the kind of price you want to pay for the kind of protection that you're getting out of your handphone. And for me, owning something like an iPhone, it really costs a lot of money, and I really want the best protection out there. Okay, and in terms of colors some of the cases are available in, we have things like 5 colorways you can choose from: triple black, the clear, the black. They also have this thing called Perry Purple, Kiwi, and Bubblegum. And in terms of price-wise, it ranges US dollars. Okay, I'm going to mention this is US dollars. It ranges between 82 US dollars to 98 US dollars. Well, I think that's as much information as I'm going to give you on Casetify. This is really an infomercial. I'm not pushing you. I'm telling you to go out there and buy Casetify, but really do check out their products, because I've seen a couple of cases out there. That might offer similar protection, but one thing I'm really impressed is the fact that I can actually customize it. Okay, so I can actually customize the design I want. So I think that's one of the stronger selling points that Casetify has, is the fact that you're not buying something off the shelf. You can actually choose the kind of designs that you want. All right, so with that being said, this is Renee once again signing off from Revv Technology, and I certainly hope you enjoyed this review that I did here with Casetify.